Well, hello everyone. This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to another impressions video. In fact, I'm actually going to call this a review now. I'm just kind of changing everything over to review now. A review of Boruto episode 133. And I thought this episode was a pretty decent episode, a pretty good episode for the most part. A little slow, but it was, overall, I thought it was good. It was serviceable. Anyways, before I get into the actual review, if you like this video and you like my content, be sure to like and subscribe as I make Boruto anime reviews, typically on a weekly basis. So, yeah. So, I kind of want to go over for what I think worked for this episode. I want to first get this one out of the way. I've mentioned this in the past few videos, but I love the continued use of the old OSTs from the original Naruto series. It just fits in so well with this arc. And I got a little giddy when Sasuke's theme played at the very beginning of the episode, because I like Sasuke's original theme a little bit more than his Shippuden theme, but that's just my opinion. But I really lost it when Urashiki showed up towards the end of the episode and Heavy Violence started playing. I've been wanting to hear that theme this entire arc, and they finally did it. And I hope they play it some more during the final battle with Urashiki, because yeah. Heavy Violence, that's just a good workout theme. Can anyone, if you agree with that, please let me know in the comment section down below, but I think that Heavy Violence is a great workout theme. Just me saying that though. But one thing I do like is the continued interactions with young Naruto and Boruto. And I like how Boruto basically, he's wondering about Sasuke and he actually confronts Naruto about this. And it's all great stuff because it's, development for Boruto as he's learning more about the past and what happened. And just seeing like the impact it had on the characters here. We see it from Naruto's perspective, and then later when Sakura confronts him about the note that Sasuke dropped, even Boruto can tell that even Sakura herself is really affected by this, and she wants more information on it. Which, speaking of which, that was a very interesting scene. I did like the fact that Sakura confronted Boruto directly, and she's actually going to Sasuke now to confront him about the note. Which is a good thing that I kind of figured that the note would get kind of messed up because it fell in water, but she got certain details out that are not good, to say the least, for the future of the series. So, yeah. Another thing I really enjoyed in this episode, or one thing that I thought was a good thing to do, was I liked the fact that Sasuke and Jiraiya were strategizing. Now, Jiraiya being Jiraiya was just like, oh, are you Sasuke Uchiha? Just kidding. I mean, it's pretty obvious that Jiraiya knows who Sasuke is, but he decides to not spill the beans or he doesn't want to pursue any more information on Sasuke and Boruto, but instead wants to know more about Urashiki as a compromise. So that's when Sasuke basically tells him about Urashiki's abilities, and basically they strategize in the episode about what to do. And I thought that was great. And it just shows, they're trying to come up with a countermeasure against Urashiki. And I like it. It's good stuff. And I like the fact that they're talking about, oh, how's the training going? And Jiraiya talks about how they're not sure about, their kids, so you never know what can happen with them. Which, speaking of which, Naruto and Boruto are actually, synchronizing a little bit better. They're struggling still at the beginning, but Naruto actually comes up with a really brilliant idea where he uses the leaf symbol to basically be a point of where their attack like a pin to pinpoint their attack, and they managed to make some progress on their collaboration jutsu, which was really nice. And I know it's a kind of a smaller scene in the episode, but I did appreciate the Shikacho interaction towards the end of the episode. It was nice to see Asuma, even though it was kind of brief. It was a little nice scene where it just shows them, taking a little break from ramen, just the reaction that Naruto had. He's like, what? I can eat ramen every day, all day. But Boruto is clearly sick of it, so he had some barbecue. So yeah, it was a little nice interaction there. Now, I think the main problem that I've had with this arc is kind of with Urashiki himself. Like, Urashiki, at the end of this episode, he displays the fact that he can see into the future. And he actually gets, a good attack on Jiraiya because of this. He basically switches places and stabs him in the back. And look at this. And just the scene in itself, the whole scene when Urashiki shows up, he is way stronger than everybody else. So why on earth has he been just retreating all the time? And unfortunately, I think it's because the anime is padding out this arc, just because they want the manga to just get so far ahead so that when it comes time to adapt that, they have enough material for it, unfortunately. That's the problem with this arc, is it's padding out a little bit too long. And Urashiki is someone that, he shouldn't be running away all the time. He's strong enough to deal with everyone. Sasuke's chakra hasn't recovered. Jiraiya is not as strong as Sasuke. And Naruto is a young kid at this point. So he's really in control, and yet he continues to run away. He just, wastes time, and I just don't understand him. Like a good example is I want to say around the midpoint of the episode, it shows him by the Hokage monuments, and he's just sitting there staring at the village. He's like, I think it's time to strike. But he doesn't strike for like another day or so. What's up with Urashiki? Urashiki's becoming a very frustrating villain, and I just don't understand why he's just waiting for so much time. Unless there's a reason why. I don't know, but yeah, Urashiki, I don't know, man. He's kind of turning out to be kind of a letdown as a villain, if I'm being completely honest. Other than that, and maybe the episode being a little slow, I thought this episode was fine. It isn't my favorite of this arc. I'd probably say it's about maybe like a 7 or 7.5 out of 10. So it's pretty decent. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens in the next two episodes, as we're pretty much getting close to the end of this arc. So I guess we will see what happens in the upcoming few episodes and how this arc is going to end. So guys out there, what'd you think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you have the same issues that I have with Urashiki? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you all later.